getting back into the little rhythm up in here, we're going to go ahead and make some Valentine cards, because I know a lot of you guys are going to need some ideas for some Valentine cards, and I feel that these are going to be super duper easy. I will go ahead and tell you guys where we got all of the supplies in the video later on, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. We went ahead and we made, hold on, because we made 4 of them, of course. Jesse always goes by 4, right? And so we made these little bad boys right here. How cute are these little cards? So I decided to go with a little bee theme, and in the front it says "We belong together," and there's like a bunch of little detail. Focus, little crafty. Hello, focus, boo boos, focus. There we go. Hola. So this is the little card, and like I said, we went ahead and we did this little cloud and we put the sentiment on there. Went ahead and I put a flower, and then I went ahead and I added this little sticker. These stickers are super duper cute. We purchased these at the Hobby Lobbies because they're on sale right now. I think all of the Valentine stuff is 40% off. So definitely need to go ahead and try it. And as a matter of fact, some stuff were even 50% off. So you guys have to go check those out. But anyway, so we got those. And I also got this little paper at the Hobby Lobbies. And this is in that loose paper, the DSP paper. So go ahead and look in that, wherever they have the loose DSP paper, and get you some of these cute little DSP paper with the little bumblebees on it. I felt like that was just going to pull it together. So me and the bestie went shopping today, and we went ahead and we were looking through all the Valentine stuff, and I was trying to get like ideas, and I saw this DSP paper, and this is the DSP paper that kind of like made this whole vision in my head. When I found this one, later on I found the little stickers, and those stickers were adorable. So then I looked at my friend and I was like, I see a card. I'm like, this is going to be a little Be My Valentine card and all that stuff. So in the inside is super duper cute. We went ahead and we just, whoa, calm down there. We just put a little bee, and it says "Be Mine." And in the back, of course, we did our little signature stamp. And so these are the cards, guys. These are super duper easy. You don't really need a lot of supplies. So let's get down and dirty, boo-boos, because I know you want to get down and dirty and craft. So let's get down and dirty, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty there, my little crafty monsters. Let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys rawr. So this is the little Bumblebee DSP paper that I ran into at the Hobby Lobbies, as well as those cute little stickers. Now those wooden stamps, I've had those for a while, and the Lawn Fawn Cloud die that has also been with us for a while. And this little DSP paper was the reason why I decided to make this little card, because I felt that it was super duper cute, and I wanted it to be kind of like the focus point of this little card, as well as that little Bumblebee sticker. I mean, I thought that that was like going to put the most cutest little accent onto this card. And also too, it's always very important to pay attention to the details. You guys know that. So that's going to be this cute little detail on this card. And so right here, we're just going to go ahead and cut all of our mats and our card bases. Now, if you guys need a little bit more information on the measurements on that, there will be a link in the description box, and it's going to go ahead and be a link to my tutorial on card mats and card bases. So go ahead and check that out. But right here, like I said, all we're doing is just doing the card mats and the card bases. Once you get that done, then you guys are on your way to making a card. Now, the size of this card is an A2 card. There's different sizes that you guys could definitely do. I mean, you guys don't have to do this size of a card, but this is the size that we are making. And I thought that it would be, you know, perfect if you're going to want to go ahead and mail this or not. But yeah. So now that we have our card bases done, the best thing to do now is do your stamping, as well as all of your die cuts. But I actually prefer to do a lot of my my die cuts and have everything on hand already ready. So we're gonna go ahead and pull out the Sizzix, our little handy dandy die cutting machine, and we're going to go ahead and cut out 4 little clouds. These little clouds are going to be just on regular white cardstock, and the reason why they're just on regular white cardstock is because we will be stamping a little sentiment onto these little bad boys. And so you know, we want them to be just a regular white. You guys could go with any other color as well, but I wanted it to pop. And so now we're going to go ahead and start with our little stamping. This little stamp set, I picked this up at Z Michael's one year, and I thought it was super duper cute. So we're going to go ahead and use that. This little wooden block stamp, that one I purchased it at the Hobby Lobbies, and this was also purchased a few years ago. I've used, I want to say I made a little tiny 3x3 card for Valentine's one year with this, and I know that I did a video. It might have been a different bee, but I do believe it was this one. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and use that as a sentiment in the inside of these cards. And then we're also going to go ahead and do that little air trail that, you know, the cartoons do when a little bee is flying. And so we're going to go ahead and just add that. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this as it is in the inside. We're just not going to add anything else. And it's just going to be open for the recipients to, if they're going to, you know, write a little message to their little Valentine or not. I'm only going to use one of them. The other ones are going to be for a few of my friends. And I don't know if they're going to use them for their spouses or whatever, but I thought this was a cute card. So we're just going to go ahead and stamp our little sentiment in the inside. And it says, "We belong together," which I thought was super duper cute. And so right here, we're just going to go ahead and stamp that. I want to do the back of these, which is basically the little, what is it called? Oh my god, the homemade card. And as you guys could tell, I'm stamping it in the wrong side. You guys will see later on as we're assembling this card that it's not, I didn't pay attention. This is why it's really important for you guys to pay attention. But in this case, it really isn't going to hurt us that much. So like I always say, if you guys make a mistake, I mean, there's always a way to repair it. And the way we're going to repair this is basically we're gluing the mats in front of this, so it's going to basically cover it up. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys will notice that I have done this in the past. And so this is a mistake that has happened before, so it's no biggie. Like I said, all you do is you just add your little card mats in the front and you'll hide it. We're going to have to go ahead and restamp that later on in the video, but for right now, we're just going to go ahead and push forward and continue making these little cards. So now at this point, you're just going to glue all of the mats together, and then that little bumblebee mat is going to be the last one in the front. And the reason why I want that to be the last one in the front is because it's going to be my focus point. I'm going to go ahead and just allow that little bad boy to do all of the work in this card. So it's just going to be a little busy bee. Get it? Busy bee. No? Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and, like I said, let that DSP paper do its work. It is too cute to even really like put too much stuff on this card. So the only thing going on here in the front is a little flower and that sentiment and that little accent of the bee, and we are going to be completely done, guys. This card is super duper easy. Like I said, you guys could do this in different sizes. However, we are doing this at the A2 card, so yeah. Now that we have our little paper punch, this is the little flower paper punch that we are going to use, and we are cutting this out on some DSP paper from one of our Valentine paper packs. And it's kind of like a little grid sort of paper, and I thought it would be perfect because it's kind of like a little honeycomb, but it just gives it a little bit extra texture. I could go with a solid color. You definitely could go with that, but I wanted to use a DSP paper without using something that had too much print on it, because then it would just drown with all of that little busy bees in the back of the DSP paper. So you want either a solid color or you want a DSP paper that has very minimal design on it. And in this case, like I said, it's just a little grid, so it looks pretty cute. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're just folding these little petals to the very top so that it kind of gives it a little bit of a dimension. That tool you guys saw me just use and put away, that is a Sizzix tool, and that is basically to shape little flower petals or anything that you want to have like a little curve. That is the perfect little tool for that. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and just add all of these in together, which I think is super cute. So you're already almost halfway done, guys. Like, this is awesome. So this is another little paper tool that I have, a little paper puncher. And these are these little stamus, but I call them little flower spiders because they look like little flower spiders. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut out these little stamus out of this yellow cardstock. And this is just to give it kind of like a little something in the middle of that flower. You don't want it to be too plain and with nothing in there. We're using a paper stamus. Now you could use any kind of a gem or anything that you guys would love to use in the middle of this flower. Maybe you guys want to just fill it up with like stickles or a button or, like I said, like a little gem or something. Just make sure that it's something not too bulky and not too heavy, because if you are going to be mailing these, which I know that I am going to be mailing, you don't want to run into any problems. You know, the post office will charge you extra if it's heavier or if it has too much stuff on it and it doesn't go through that little machine that they're always telling me. It's kind of like a little, I don't know, the card goes in it and it bends at some point. So if it doesn't bend, then they consider it a package and you'll be paying $3 something or almost $4 for a card, which I feel is ridiculous. But anywho, just be careful on how you make your guys' cards. And so right here, now we're just going to go ahead and punch and stamp the back of these little cards just to make sure that we could go ahead and let the recipients know who made this little card, regardless if I'm the one giving it to them or somebody else is giving it to somebody else. We're going to go ahead and put our signature on here. This little stamp is super cute. It says, "Hey, I made this for you." And in the very bottom of this, we're going to go ahead and put our name on here. And we are going to be using this little glitter gold gel pen. Of course, surprise, surprise, guys, a little glitter and gold. I mean, that's total up Jesse's alley right here. And so once I go ahead and put this little bad boy away, we're going to go ahead and write that on here right now. I know it doesn't look like I am, but we are. And the reason why we're doing this is because it's a little gel pen. We want to give it a little bit of time to dry. We don't want it to smudge. So let that little bad boy dry for a little bit. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and put this the way I kind of want it to look. Now, I know, guys, I know you probably are looking at this and saying, hey, there's 2 elements in the front and nothing else in the card. However, remember what I told you guys, the DSP paper is very busy. It's a busy bee, and so we're going to let that do the work. Right here, I'm using the lightest blue that I have on my Distress inks, and I'm going to go ahead and ink all the edges of these little clouds, and that's just to give it a little bit of a, you know, a little detail onto that cloud. And we are going to be putting those on some foam squares just to give it a little bit of a 3D dimension. So don't worry about that. Now the flower, I'm centering it kind of off to the side. It's just kind of cornered, and I think it's super cute. And so right here, this is the part where we're just adding the little foam squares. You could add 2 layers of the foam squares to make this cloud a little bit even higher than the way it looks right here on my card. But like I said, you guys have to remember that if you guys are going to be mailing it, you kind of don't want to do that. Now, if you are passing this out, just passing it out as a Valentine to maybe somebody that you're going to see, then you don't have to really worry about that. By all means, you could add whatever it is that you guys want on here. But I'm doing this solely on the purpose that these cards are going to be mailed, so we want them simple. And then now for that little accent that I am totally dying to add, which is this little bee. I think these little stickers are the most cutest little things ever. And I feel like I want to go get some more because I just love how these look. And so there's that little accent. I know you guys can't pick it up on the camera, but that little extra bee that I just put on the petal looks super duper cute, and it really, really pops out. That's how easy it was to make these. I hope you guys try these out. And there you go, my little crafty monsters. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys. Yes, so grab all of the supplies that you can find at your Hobby Lobbies and make some of these cute little Bumblebee little Valentine cards, because I think they're super duper adorable and they're super easy to make. You guys saw how fast that was on just 4 cards. Now, if you guys want to go smaller, you guys could definitely go smaller. You guys could change the whole scenery. It doesn't have to be a flower. I just thought a bee and flowers go together, right? So we went ahead and we did that. So I hope you guys get inspired, and I hope you guys go ahead and try out to make some little Valentine cards, because I know that Valentine is coming up, and you guys are going to need some little cards, and maybe your kids are going to need some cards. Maybe these would be perfect for their teacher, but I mean, the sentiment, we probably would change it a little bit. We wouldn't want to, like, you know, do like the whole "we belong together," because that would be awkward. So go ahead and change it up with your little sentiments, because I know you guys all have different kind of sentiments. And I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's the picture of moi, and we become BFFFFFs, because I know, boo-boo, BFs is good, but BFFFF is even better. So go ahead and hit that little subscribe button, and we become BFFs. And also, since you're already there, boo-boos, go ahead and hit the little bell icon. So you can't even talk. You're so excited, Jesse. Calm down, boo-boo. So hit the little bell icon, because that will notify you guys whenever I upload a new content. And we will be uploading new content, because we got to get all these little Valentine videos out. So go ahead and hit that, and also like and share it, tell a friend, because sharing is caring, boo-boo, and this is the time to share. So tell your friends. And also, like I said, guys, give us a little thumbs up, like our little video, because that will help us grow, and we definitely need to grow. So that's it for now, my little crafty monsters, and until next time, goodbye.